Hey everyone, it's Darla from crafty.yarn.owl. Welcome. So I have tons of stuff to show you and talk to you about. I don't know if I can get it all in this one video. But yeah, so I have Happy Mail, a couple of yarn orders I placed. They're not here yet. Etsy shop update. Blankets I want to talk to you about. Shawls. Sentro knitting machine hat I have not even recorded yet, and this cardigan, probably some other stuff, but anyway, I've been doing reviews, you may have seen, from small companies that have crochet hooks, and one of them had yarn, so I got that and I showed that in my video yesterday. You might want to look at it if you haven't. Okay, so let's start with Happy Mail. Okay, so I got this card in my mailbox a few days ago. I think it was Saturday when I checked my mail. And it's a beautiful card. It's a spring card. Isn't that beautiful? So nice, so nice. Textured. Oh, it goes this way. So beautiful. And this is from Christine is Crocheting. She has a channel. I will link it below. And she's got written in here a spring song. The author is unknown. This is how it goes. Frogs croak, rains soak, chicks peep, crickets leap, bees hum, robins come, birds sing, it's spring. That is so cute. So she wrote, Dear Darla, I hope your spring is full of joy. Christine is Crocheting, a YouTube subscriber. So that was really nice. Thank you so much, Christine. Christine sent me, where is it? She sent me a Valentine card too, somewhere. So now she sent me this beautiful spring card. Thank you so much, Christine. So much. That is so sweet of you. Okay. So I'm just gonna, got a list here. I'm just gonna cross off this with my little pen. This was from Timu. Anyway, they I ordered some stuff. I have another order coming from them. So I do have a haul for the Timu stuff on my channel. These pens work good. I have this cardigan. I have a tutorial for this, which I'll link here or below or both. Yeah, so I'll just show you this one. I made a couple of other ones. I made one in a 1-weight. I made another one in a 3-weight, and this is also a 3-weight. This one I made longer than the others, and I color controlled this one. So this is how it is. And so let me tell you about the yarn I used for this one. Oh, and I put just safety pin here with one big bead to hold it together. Someone, I forget who it was, oh my goodness, they posted in my Facebook group the one that they made. So pretty. You have to go over there and join the group. Well, you don't have to. And look at the one she made. It's gorgeous. Oh, and I did this trim around the sleeves and on the bottom, and I actually left that off here. I didn't do it, but she did it. She put that trim around the opening, and I'm like, oh, why didn't I think of that? Because when I finished it off in the tutorial, I just thought it looks nice the way it is, but then she added this trim around here too. I'm like, it's beautiful like that. So inspiration. All right, so let me show you what yarn I used. This is the Funfair Swirl DK, and I get this from the Knitting Network. They're in the UK. Their yarn is a really good price, guys. I've done hauls on their yarn. I have some more yarn coming from them. I told myself I was not going to buy any yarn for a while, but do I listen to myself? No. So I have 2 orders of yarn coming from 2 different companies. One I've never ordered from before. So, yeah. And this one I've ordered from several times, or a few times. All right, so Fun Fair Swirl DK, it's a 3-weight yarn. It is 100% premium acrylic. It has 4 colors in it. Let's see, approximately, excuse me, it's 150 grams, approximately 450 meters, 492 yards. Recommended needles are 4 millimeter. They don't show hooks. And the colorway of this one is Dodgems, right above my finger there. Dodgems. Yeah, so it's got 2 shades of blue, a white, and kind of a tanny color. And I used a 5 millimeter crochet hook. And I had 3 cakes of this, and I mean, this is all I had left. All I had. I have pretty much a whole cake left, even though I color controlled. Yes, so I used close to 2 cakes. I did have to, I think I had to, I don't know what happened. Because it seems to me I dug into the 3rd ball a little bit, but I don't know why I have all this. Because I got all the colors right here. Don't know. But I do have, what I did was I started from the ball with the blue. That's what was in the center. So I started with the blue and I used up the blue. There's just a little bit starting, and then I went to the next color, and then I started pulling the balls apart, putting them in bags, numbering them, because the dark blue was 1, light blue was 2, and then 3 and 4. So I still have a few little balls left here in these bags. Yeah, so it's a process, but anyway, I like how it turned out. I like that I color controlled this one. Okay. So if you want to make one like this, I mean, this is like a size medium large maybe, and if you want to use this kind of yarn for this size, I guess to make sure you have 3. I mean, even if you don't use any of the 3rd one, if you color control, I mean, it's 492 yards or 450 meters. So you still have lots to make something, right? Okay, when I order yarn, I usually try to get about 1,000 yards. Usually, unless I have a plan for something and I'm not planning on using that much, something like that. Yeah. But if I want to make a wearable, I usually try to get 1,000 yards or 1,200 yards, depending on what I want to make. I mean, if it's wholly like this, I need less yarn, right? Anyway. All right, so let's go on to the next thing. So I also made one of these in a 1 weight. So that's in the tutorial video. I show it there, but for the tutorial I used a different 3 weight. Yeah, but you can make it a 1 weight, 2 weight. I mean, it's for spring, summer kind of thing. So let's go on to the next one. Yeah, Etsy shop. Etsy shop update. I actually added a few items because the one item I had there sold, and the beautiful, beautiful Trish from my Purple Yarnivore, and of course I'll link her below. She bought the very first item I had put in my Etsy shop. showed it in her video. Thank you, Trish, for that. Okay, so yeah, I just have 3 things I put in there. It's a lot of work to put even one item in. You guys that have Etsy shops, you know. Oh, you have to take pictures, like several pictures from every angle. Every time I upload a picture on there, it tells me you need so many pixels for it to be a good picture. Oh, I hope they're still good. I don't know. Try to fix them, but it still says that. Anyway, so, and then you have to weigh them. How much are they going to weigh when they're shipped? How big is the package going to be when it's shipped? You know, things like that. And I mean, and then all the information about everything, sizing, you know, all kinds of things. But anyway, so I have this cute little purse on there. It is lined. This is my notes for the size of this thing and everything. All right, so this is on the site right now. It's lined, hand sewn lining in there. So yeah, this is the crossbody. That's on there. I have free shipping. Yep, free shipping for all these items. And then we have this. I have this red one on there. This is over the shoulder bag. I have some little bead embellishment, and this one's also lined. It's red lining, hand sewn. And all these have been washed. And my prices, I'm trying to keep them low. But you know, I still want to make a little bit of a profit, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Button closure. The other one was a button closure too. Didn't really point it out, but a little white button. Okay, so, and then this one is on there as well. This is another over the shoulder. Look how sparkly that is. Sparkly. Sequin. I think they call it sequin now. Anyway, button closure, and there's a hand sewn lining inside. Yeah, so check those out if you would like. Thank you for all those who are going over there and favoriting these items and who are following me, so you get updates on what I've been putting on there. I have some more purses. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I do want to add. Takes a while. Takes a while. So if you are thinking about opening an Etsy shop, just let me tell you, I mean, people say, oh, all those fees. Well, these ones, per month, I'm charged, for each ad, I'm charged 20 cents Canadian. And then when you sell something, Etsy takes a percentage. Yeah, so that's how it works. I don't think it's that high of a percentage. So when people talk about all those fees, maybe they have tons of items on there. So all those fees would add up. But I'm thinking 20 cents a month to have one item. So this would be 60 cents a month. To have all these 3 up, I don't think that's that bad. But I mean, some people have a lot of stuff on their site, so it does add up. It does add up. But anyway, that's what I have. And I'm keeping them in this bag for now, but they're going to be going in a different bag. Anyway, that'll be another video. Excuse me 1 second. I dropped one of my notes out of one of them. I'll have to cut back in. But those are all up, so I don't really need those notes anymore, I don't think. Better keep them in case. Gee whiz. All right, let's go on to the next thing. All right, so the next thing is a blanket. I know it's spring, the weather's getting nicer. Yeah, I'm in central Canada, so we had a snowstorm beginning of April. It happens, you know. But it's getting nicer. The weather's getting better. But anyway, yeah, so I was watching Nancy at She's Got Yarn Too. Hi, Nancy. And she's talking, or she was mentioning in one of her videos about doing the blanket drive for Camp Boggy Creek again this year. She'll be accepting blankets closer to the end of the year, I guess maybe in the fall. Well, you'll have to see on her channel what she says, but it's for a camp that's for kids that are very sick. And a lot of wonderful viewers sent blankets to Nancy last year, and they're all donated to this Camp Boggy Creek, and the kids get to take them home after. So that was really awesome. So she was talking about, I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta get going on a blanket. So I started making one. And she had, there's certain sizes, so you'll have to check that out on her channel too. Okay. So I saw this stitch. And I thought that's, you know, that's, I just want to show you the front. I guess this is the front. But I thought, oh, that's a kind of a neat stitch. And as I was making this blanket, it's, you know, it's still a work in progress. I was thinking, boy, it's a fast stitch. It's a 2-row repeat. And I thought, you know, I'm going to share this stitch with you guys. I was also thinking, like I'll share it in a tutorial. That'll be out, I'll put that out tomorrow, Friday. At the same time, I was thinking, it almost seems like kind of a yarn eater. So I thought, well, why not use scrap yarn? Use this stitch for scrap yarn as well. So I started a scrap lap gan, which I may donate to a shell, like a animal shelter if they'll take them, or care homes, hospitals. I'm going to see where I can donate them. Or there's a women's resource center not far from my house, and they will probably take them because I've given them crochet items before, wearables. Yeah, all wearables actually. Yeah. So anyway, so for this one, I am using this Caron baby cakes. I had started making something with it before and then shrugged it, so I wasn't feeling it. So I had 2 cakes all together, and this is what I have left. I don't know if this is the whole cake left. I don't know anymore. But this is, I don't even know if they make this. Let me just take it out of the bag. Because I'm making this, I think 35 by 40, I think that's the size. I'm not really sure. Oh, it's 35 by 40. Got it written right on here. Okay, so this is Caron baby cakes. They are, what are they? Hi. 82% acrylic, 18% nylon. 240 grams, 8.5 ounces, 560 yards, 512 meters, and I have 2 cakes. This colorway is rosy red. It looks really corally to me. But I thought, you know, it's pretty, you know. So let me just back up and show you how big the blanket is right now. Yeah. So I don't know, I'm gonna, you know, if I don't have enough, then I'm gonna use, I don't know. But anyway, it's a very pretty color. Okay, and I'm using a 5mm hook. I don't know if I said that. So let's take a look at the scrap blanket that I'm making. Now this is mainly 4-weight. There's a couple in here that are 3-weight or maybe small 4-weights. I don't know because it's scrap yarn, no labels. But I figure, if instead of making a huge blanket with my scrap yarn, I'm gonna make a few lap gowns, right? And then I'll have more to give or to donate, more blankets, right? So this is it. And all I'm doing, and I do say this in the tutorial as well, all I'm doing is grabbing a ball and working it until it's done. So if it ends, it ends in the middle, of a row or something, I just do the knot thingy, and I show you how to do that in the tutorial as well, and just go to the next color and use it all up. That's all I'm doing. So you're not going to have a whole bunch of ends to sew in at the sides. Yeah, so that's all I'm doing really. I'm just grabbing a ball and just giving her. So I've worked on this. I worked on this in the evening last night and then this morning, and this is what I've gotten. So it works out pretty quickly. Oh, and what was I going to say? Oh, and I already recorded a video showing my progress yesterday, which is going to be in the tutorial video tomorrow. And then I had to I thought, well, I'm going to put another picture in there of the progress I made, like just over, wait a minute, I didn't do this. This is 3 days. This is 3 days. Because I already showed my progress yesterday. And then I showed the progress from last night and this morning. Yeah, so so this is 3 days, not 2 days. And I didn't work on it like constantly for 3 days. But it's just, just when I had the chance, And this one, I started this one before that. And yeah, probably worked on this one not even 3 days, because this one's shorter so far. So yeah, it works up fast. Anyway, it's actually quite fun to repeat. It's quite fun. All right, so you'll see that tutorial tomorrow if you want to get your scrap yarn ready today. And yeah, because I was thinking, I have this scrap yarn. This stitch, like I said, works up fast. It's easy, and I want to make room on my shelf because I have more yarn coming. So I need to get the big bag. I have a big bag of scrap yarn. I need to try to eliminate that in there so I have room for more new yarn. That's, these are our plans, and sometimes they work out and sometimes they don't. But anyway. All right. I'm using a 5mm on this other one too, even though this is 4-weight, mostly. Was this other one 4-weight? Yes, it's 4-weight. All right, next. All right, so this is the same day. I just went and changed my top, and I put this on. Now, Angela from My Precious Yarnery, hi Angela, she made my Jacob's Ladder blanket. So that was really cool. She showed it on her channel, and when she was showing it, she kind of folded it in half And she's like, ooh, that would make a nice shawl, Darla. I don't know what all she said, I don't remember, but so I wrote in the comments that I would try to make a shawl, Jacob's Ladder shawl. So I designed it, and it's not done. I need to start recording the tutorial though, but that, you know, that'll be, it'll be up on my channel when it's up on my channel, okay? So I used, let me just show you, I have not connected the Jacob's ladders together. They're, you know, I was trying, well, I did some, just, it's messy. It's just to make sure this was going to work out. And some, as you can see, are not connected together. But, yeah, it's going to be one of those half moon, crescent, whatever. Okay. So you want to know what yarn this is? You may recognize it. It's Red Heart Roll With It Sparkle. It's 97% acrylic, 3% other fibers, 150 grams, 5.29 ounces, 513 meters, 561 yards, and just medium 4. Can't remember what hook size I used because I don't have it here, but I do have it written down. What is this color? Kaleidoscope. Yeah. So I had 2 of these. Actually, I think I had them sitting back here for a while. So I decided, well, you know, 561 yards. So I thought 2 of them, that's over 1,000 yards. Yeah, figured, you know, there's going to be enough. And I color controlled. So I have all these bags. And I numbered, like here's one, I put the color and the number. Who knew there were 12 colors in here? There are 12 colors. So I put 2 rows for each color. Yeah. I started out like that, but if I didn't have enough of one color left to make 2 rows, but I had enough to make 1 row, then I changed it to just 1 row as I got further down. Like say this right here, this pink one, it's only 1 row. Yeah, so sparkly, so sparkly. But anyway, so that's what I'm working on for my next tutorial. So yeah, and I want to make a Sentro hat. Did I say that? It's on my list. On my knitting machine. And I haven't done that yet. So I want to record it. Yeah, a couple of weeks ago, I didn't get to do a lot of recording, and I'm glad that I had pre-recorded the week before a couple of videos, so I was able to show them that week because hubby was home with the plague. So yeah, and I just want to tell you, this is the 2nd time for him, and by the grace of God, I did not catch it either time. And I never got the, you know, in your arm. Never got those. I'm glad I didn't, because what for? They didn't work anyway. But the grace of God works. All right, so I just wanted to add that. All right, guys, so I think that's it. Yeah, so thank you all for joining me, and watch for that tutorial tomorrow for that scrapgan, lapgan. All right, I'll see you all soon. Bye.